This video and its content are protected by and operate underneath the guides of the Fair Use Act. It will be used for criticism, news reporting, teachable moments, and of course, my commentary and my review. So, hey, YouTube, and anybody who gets butthurt, do not come copyright striking my channel. Also, everything in this video is allegedly according to what has been alleged, because even if we see them do it with our own two eyes, hear them say it with our own two ears, or read it in court documents, it is still alleged because we weren't there, so we don't know what really happened.
And I'd be like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Did you hear what they just said? Child, a whole mess. Oh, I'm about to spill this Hennessy, and y'all about to sit.
Yo, what's poppin', Henny gang. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I do a video. Oh, child. It's been a long couple of days, hasn't it? And everybody has been keeping their eye on what has been going on with Chrisean and this court case that is going on. It's a lot because there's a lot of moving parts to this thing. This is not your average kind of case where you have, just one agency, that's dealing with a person. You have two agencies that are dealing with the person. And a lot of possibilities in the air. There's a lot of speculations that are going on. People are making their own assumptions of things. We are all doing that, even myself, even every one of you that are watching this video. None of us are involved. She said, this ain't tea, baby. It's Hennessy. Hey, itty bitty. It's a lot that's going on, and we're all trying to figure it all out. Some of us are trying to figure it out because we genuinely care and want to know what's going on with her. Some people are trying to figure it out because they just need a, I don't even want to address that. We're just going to leave it in. We know why some people are following it. Okay. But either way, everyone is all eyes on what is going on with Chrisean. Now, the reason why it's been taking me a minute to come live and, explain what's going on or give my perspective on it, because that's all I'm really doing is giving my perspective. That does not mean that I'm right. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It just means that this is how I see it. This is what I'm calculating. This is what I'm thinking is going on. And if it turns out to be that what is thought about, what is, assumed and alleged turns out to be, what was said, that doesn't mean, I want to toot my own horn, because this is not a situation for anybody to be tooting their own horn on. This is not a situation that anybody should be, playing with, because this is not a playing matter. This is a matter of a mother and a child being separated. This is somebody's life hanging in the balance. And when I say somebody's life hanging in the balance, yes, we are talking about Chrisean, but we are also talking about Junior too. So let's not forget that there is a child that is involved here, an innocent child that didn't ask to be here, that didn't ask for any of the things that go on with him online. We're not even going to bring any of that stuff any further onto the platform. We're just going to keep going with the content. So I want to say you're to everybody, but instead I am giving y'all shine time on the screen right now, because who doesn't want to look at this and look back and be like, that's me? So, hey, everybody, thank you for tapping in and tuning in, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you choose to be here with me. And so I am going to pour up this Henny for y'all. Please do not get offended if I do not get to your comment. I promise I will try my best to get to everybody. So many of you probably have already heard through the IG, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok universes that there is movement and changes that have been made to Chrisean's court case. Court cases. And it's true. There have been some updates that have been going on, and I'm going to give them all to you. Okay. I'm going to give you all of them. That's why I wait until I have more than just one piece of documentation or information before I give anything out to you guys. So I could try to give you a story, give you the whole piece of story together. Half of what she's dealing with in the public eye, the average person doesn't make it through. In private, Rock will be okay. I absolutely agree with that. I meant in LA, you only have half of the time. I said Arizona, I meant LA. Okay. Don't be laughing at me. I'll be laughing at me. Okay. So now let's get started with this Henny. Okay, because the bar is open. I don't even really want to call this Henny. Just call it an update because it doesn't even feel right calling it Henny because it's not gossip. Okay, it's somebody's life. So we're going to go ahead and get the screen I love up and we're going to dig into the topic. Okay, and I'm going to give y'all what y'all came here for. All right, so let's start with the booking details. So this is Chrisean's case. Okay, rest we already know. The bail has been moved to $1. All right, the housing unit is still the same. It's saying that she was moved today, though. No, it's not the same. I'm sorry. It's still Century, but she was moved. This is not where she was, I don't believe. And it was at 12:13 this afternoon. However, this has not been updated, but I have an update for you as far as court goes. Still no release information. However, there is the hold from Oklahoma that was put on there around 1 something Eastern Standard Time, I believe, because that's when I saw it and I had just checked it, maybe around 12 or whatever, and I didn't see it. But there is the hold from Oklahoma there. Remember yesterday when we were talking, we were saying how, Blueface, he has a hold from Nevada, but we didn't see a hold yet from I was going to say, Lord, we didn't see a hold yet from Oklahoma. Well, the hold from Oklahoma is there now. And the bail is $1. The total bail is no bail. But that the other bail that was here is gone. And now it's just the $1 bail. So what is the $1 bail, Henny? Many people have been asking me this, and we've been looking and digging, and the information that I have come up with, don't quote me on this, but this is what I have seen. And it says that the $1 hold is so that they know that there is another agency that they have a case with. I'm going to show you. Can I show you? Can I show you? Can I show you? Ooh, I cannot show you. I can show you. Hold on a second. Okay. A $1 bond means that the person would otherwise be released on the case, but has a hold from another county, or potentially state or federal. The agency of the warrant has 3 days to pick the person up, or they would be released. That's not true. In this case, we already know that, but that's what this lawyer answered to that question for that state that was in. So that is giving us kind of an idea, kind of a scope of what that means. So it does mean that there is another case, another state that has a hold on this person, which is what we see. So it aligns up with what I see happening in the paperwork. So that is why I brought that to you as a possibility of what is happening. Again, this is alleged. So we're going to also go into the court case. So now what I noticed is the charges, they may be late with moving the charges, but the charges are here. You also see that she has another court date tomorrow. And this one is an arraignment and a plea, but it's a continuation from today. So my hope is that it's our hope here that they may be dropping this case. At the end of the day, we've all read the police reports, the witness statements. We've seen how they did not line up, how from one report to the other, they changed. It was inconsistent. Even the amount of times that she allegedly hit James, that's not consistent from James to the witnesses. Also, the chain of events are different from document to document. I read over those. If you missed that, go back and catch it in the video. but it definitely was not consistent. And I don't believe that this is going to stick. We've never thought that this case was going to stick. And it is my assumption, I'm going to assume that if the state drops the case, that the James Wright case will be dropped altogether. Because this, again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is the people of the state of California, not James Wright. So I know a lot of people are saying James Wright, and I'm not trying to be funny. You know, I'm going to stop pussyfooting and tiptoeing around the topic. Look, I'm going to give my content the way I give my content. If somebody gets butthurt, they get butthurt, because I'm not coming for nobody. But at the end of the day, this is the case of the people of the state of California versus Chrisean Malone. This is not the James Wright case. It is because of the James Wright case. Yes, the state picked up the case. They pressed charges against her, but it is the state of California. So if the state of California drops this case, it is my hope and my prayer that the James Wright civil suit case will be dropped as well. Okay. James did a lawsuit and the state did an assault warrant. No, we're looking at the state's case right here, sweetheart. This is the state's case. This is a misdemeanor case. This is what happened. So, you know, they go hand in hand. So hopefully he will see that if the state didn't find it to be, you know, enough for them to keep it in play, then he's going to just go ahead and let that go as well. Now, when it comes down to checking into the Vine link, we're going to check the Vine link right now. Nothing has changed here. Everything is still the same. Okay. Let's check the Vine link for Oklahoma. For Oklahoma, the Vine link, it still shows that she has active supervision. Okay. But here is where we run into the possibility of a thing. So when we go to the district attorney today, of course, there has been movement in the case as of today at 14:44. Okay. That would be 2:44 p.m. Oklahoma time. All right. The DA was in the case. And then the arresting officer was in the case as well today at 11:30 this morning. So you still have Oklahoma. She still has not changed in status. And like I told y'all before, the reason why this is probably not going to change, and I think this is just something that we all know already, is that the reason why this has not changed from a wanted status, because here is the wanted side of things, and I will refresh it so you can see that it is a fresh load. It's not going to change until she goes before the judge. So it's clear to me, it's obvious to me that Oklahoma wants her to appear before them. Now, I also know that there is something going on with this $97 charge that everybody is asking about. Well, I do have an answer for you. I do have an answer for you, and I'm going to share that answer with you so that you guys can understand. So this is her Oklahoma case, okay? Now, if we scroll down, okay, on this side over here, on 7/20/2023, she had a balance of $7,574.78, right? Okay. So we look at all of these charges here. And when I say charges, I mean these are things that have accumulated on the case. Okay, everything has an amount to it. Attorney fees, law library fees, sheriff fees, attorney general victim service unit, all of these fees. And this is just going off of what I see. This is what I believe. She did right here. That's on there. All of this is on here. When you get down to the bottom, this right here, her grand total has changed. So hold on one second, y'all, because I have the documentation for you. I have the documentation for you. Hold on. Hold on, baby. Where's my thing? Oh no, that's not what we want. Okay. So this is what everybody has been looking at, right? And off of that documentation, when you look on here, these are the charges. This is for the 30 days issued, the order commitment, charge $50. The warrant collection fee, $22.50. This is, I believe, the probation fee. That is $25. So now when we come back over to this breakdown, okay, hold on one second, y'all. I got to go here for a second. All right. So when we come back over here to this breakdown, it makes sense, right? Because here they are right here, those charges, which increased this balance. And I know some of y'all were asking me about that. Does that make sense? Hey, I'm gonna call y'all back. You made it in, girl. Welcome. Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. What's going on in the chat, guys? Why? 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 Um, right. That's exactly what this case is looking like. It is a he say, she say case. What is this? Hopefully she learns to keep her hands to herself after this. Uh See you on the other side, girl. Okay. The documents be right in their face and they still try to argue with the courts say, okay, see, that's what I'm saying. These are the courts. This is what the documents say. I'm not, Henny is not saying this and pulling it out of her behind. I'm reading it. Like, I'm reading it and I'm showing it to y'all. So what does Henny think of all of this? Child, y'all don't want to know what I think because I'm going to. So what I'm thinking is the fact that y'all do want to know what I think. I take that back because y'all be asking me, Hitty, what you think? I am. Okay, so what it is that I'm thinking is going on here is that I definitely feel and believe that Oklahoma may be working something out. Okay, I'm not going to say 100% that they are coming to get her. It does look that way. It seems that way. But again, anything is possible. We don't really know because we're not actually working the case. I'm not a part of the Oklahoma task force or whatever it is, the marshals that are going out there to California, if that's the case or not. But I do believe that this case is going to be worked out. Honestly, I do feel, you asked what I think. Now, this is what I feel. I do feel like that judge is going to want her to come before them. I really hope that doesn't have to be the case. I hope they could do something like a Zoom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping that they could do like a telezoom or something like that for them to be able to do it via video and she doesn't have to leave. I don't want to see that happen. Let's be very clear. I don't want to see that happen. But if the judge wants her before them, she's gonna go before the judge. I'm hoping that this time served, because that's the other part of the dollar. I meant to say that the other part of the dollar ensures that time is being served on both ends. That's what that means. So it's letting them know that there is another state that has a hold on them, and it's ensuring that time is being served on both sentences or both end of the spectrum. Now, I did hear something about, and I don't know if this is true. If you're in California and you're aware of this, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard something about like the first couple of days, they like double your days or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, she might not have 60 days though. You never know. Smiley says she's coming on the 20th. Let's hope that really does happen. These fees are ridiculous. You see them, right? I mean, they charge her for everything. I heard that, but I can't confirm. Yeah, I heard that, but I can't confirm it either. It was something that I heard. What is it? Okay, so I'm gonna call y'all back. Says 1 day counts for 2 days. I'm not sure. Okay, Dre says yes, until you go before the judge, it's 2.5 days per day. Okay, and I know for a fact that Dre is out there in Cali. So she's getting time already served. Let's hope that, it ends up doing its thing. My concern is her getting back home to her child, regardless to how anybody that's in these comments, because I know we have some of the foes over here. Hello, y'all. That's still this child's mother, regardless to how you feel. That's still that child's mother. So she has 3 attorneys and only one is currently representing her. I don't know of that to be true, so I cannot confirm nor deny that. I do know that there is one that is on the California case, because when I looked into the court docs, it does say that there is an attorney there. I did show that earlier today. I'm already going into, documents more than one time, so I really don't feel like going back into them if I don't have to. 100% Oklahoma is coming for her. California wouldn't have held her. They would have booked and released her. We got overcrowding here. She's on probation in a different state, unfortunately. I don't. Oh, jeez Louise, this is it's just a foul situation. Like, all right, so that is what is going on with Miss Malone. Again, we're hoping that everything works out for her good, for her son's good, for Junior's sake, for her sake. So now what is going on with Blueface? Okay, the people of the state of California versus Blueface, Jonathan Porter. So we know that he went to court the other day, and his next court date is on July 29th. But his next court date is a probation violation sentencing. It is no longer a hearing. It is now a sentencing. Okay. Remember when he went to court last, it was a probation violation hearing. But now, since this has all occurred, whatever has occurred the other day, it has now become a violation sentencing. It doesn't really say what is going on. He does remand no bail. But he's getting ready to be sentenced. So we're going to find out what is going on with Blueface in his case. When it comes down to Blueface, as far as his holds and his things go, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and let me get that, because I thought I pulled that, but I didn't. I have so many tabs open, guys. Just bear with me. Okay, so let's pull him up and see what the sheriffs are talking about. Okay, let's see. He's still in the CJ unit. So I don't think that he has been moved, but we don't know where he is in there. The Nevada hold is definitely still there for him. Nothing has changed with that. So it's going to be interesting to see how his case plays out as well. And I guess once we see how Chrisean's case ends up turning out, then we'll have an idea of what's going to happen with his case as well. You think my voice is soothing? Y'all always say that my voice is soothing. I know some people that would tell you my voice is annoying. Okay, so Priscilla says Oklahoma don't play, just like Texas. I'm hearing this. I also know that Oklahoma is a red state. So I know that cash rules everything around them. Cream, get the money, dollar bills, y'all. Who knows how this will play out? Money talks and BS walks a lot in this game. What is for some of us regular folks, when we go in to face a judge, we don't always get the grace and mercy that celebrities seem to get. But it is Thursday, so it is going to be open the bar Now, understand this. I'm going to allow people to come up, and you have a quick 2 minutes to say what it is that you want to say, to get it off of your chest, how you feel, what you think about all of this. Keep it cute, or you'll be put on mute, guys. All right, moderators, I need y'all on point because we are now opening up the panel. Let me go ahead and pin that. And if anybody wants to come up and they want to share their thoughts on this whole situation that is going on, hit the link. I have just pinned the link, and you are welcome to come up. Do those women take pictures of No, nobody took pictures, sweetheart. If you want to know what's going on, you can go watch the past videos that I've done, because those videos are up there and you can hear everybody's side of the story. Hey, Dre, what's going on?
What's going on, Henny, in the gang in the chat? What's going on, everybody?
So what's your 1-2 on this?
I feel that it's interstate probation. So as long as you're on interstate probation, um, California is well aware of what's going on. Far as her probation, even before she got in trouble, they was well aware of her being on probation out here. But the thing that she got in trouble for is because she went from her house to Blue House. And when they came to her house looking for her, she was nowhere to be found. So it looks like it was absconding, or however you pronounce that. And it looks like she was running from them.
Well,
But she
no, the
wasn't.
absconding is because at one point she hadn't updated her address with them. Remember?
Yeah.
So they hit her with the absconding, but it wasn't that she was on the run. They just did not have her proper address at the time.
Exactly. So it looked like because she wasn't staying where they thought she was. And so when they went to go out here to look for her, the address they had on file out here for her, she wasn't there. She was at Blue House.
Right.
And they didn't have his address on file. So you're absolutely right. And I'm gonna get off after this, but Oklahoma don't want that type of publicity surrounding their government system with her. So if anything, they'll probably take the time served out here with a penalty fine for her running or whatever they felt she did, and they'll just probably kick her.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up, Dre. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh, everybody's fair. Okay, Miss Simone don't get 2 minutes, y'all. Miss Simone does not get 2 minutes. Y'all know when Miss Simone come up here, we got to stop everything, okay? Because Miss Simone is coming. Hey, Miss Simone.
Hey, baby girl. Hey, Annie group.
So I know you got some things to say. Come on, let us hear it tonight.
Okay, I know nothing about them legal system.
Right.
But this is it. Remember yesterday when I was saying they said Chrisean up?
Yes.
And it was all about Chrisean going to jail, and then the porters taking her baby and all that shit. My bad.
You're okay, Miss Simone.
No, I don't want to get your thing in any problem. You know how they are.
I know.
Yes. I just watched on another page where they were running around, and what's that word? Lord of mercy, let me check my meds. Yeah, they're running around, and when they're ganging up on somebody, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yes. You see, everything I said yesterday is true. It was a setup, and they wanted to get caught, and then when Blueface come out, he would go away with Jaden. You didn't hear that boy say, "Oh, it's a win, Jaden, it's a win. If she gets locked up and you leave with Blueface, it's a win." I'm like, it's a win when you force somebody to go to jail and that man is not willing to come in with you. How is that a win? But as I keep on saying, Chrisean got 6 or 10 angels working with her. That's why Blueface never come out. They were not going to get her down all that bad. But at the same time, I'm still going to stick with it. I'm glad they locked Chrisean up. Still go say the same thing. This needs to be over with so she can be at peace.
Yes.
We know Jer need his mom, but his mom was never there with Jer. Can you imagine? She stand up, she looking around, she's scared. somebody go come, the police go come. So as I say, I still go stick with it. It will be over. I'm not sad. You know, Chrisean, my baby. So don't get me wrong. But let this be over. Let us see what they go come with again. She don't have to run anymore.
Right.
So, and that boy over there knows not, whatever his name is.
We're not gonna speak that name, Miss Simone.
Mhm. My bad. You know, he must be embarrassed because whatever they planned didn't work out. Would it be a win if when Blueface comes out, you just go home and she be gone to jail? It's a win. I'm looking at him and like, why does these black makeshift men hate women like this?
I
It's
don't know.
sad. He's a makeshift man and he's mad at real woman. And that's where I'm going to leave.
All right, Miss Simone. Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
You know the rule.
I know. All right. Kimberly, Kimmy B, you gotta come back. Okay, there you go. Or are you Kimmy B? I don't know if you're Kimmy B. Hey.
Hey.
Okay. I'm like, that's not the thing she usually comes up here for now. Is this my Kimmy B or no?
Yes, yes, it's
Okay.
me. Hey, gang. First off, Miss Simone took all my words because that's exactly what I was gonna say. To follow it up, I don't think Blueface is coming home. I always had a gut feeling that he will do some time.
Mhm.
It's unfortunate, but I believe Chrisean is fighting against God's plan. All that he has put her through, I'm sure she prayed for it all to be over.
Mhm.
And at some point, she said he just need to go to jail. God answered her prayer, but she ran back over there. She ran back to be there. So
Yes, yeah.
now I'm gonna sit you down because you've been disobedient to me. But this will all be over, and let's see what all her haters have to say. I
All
saw
right.
a clip of that girl. I don't know who she is with the blue hair.
Oh,
Where
can
she
we
was
not talk
speaking.
about them? Can we not talk about them?
I
Can
won't
we
talk
not talk
about them,
about
but
them?
apparently they've been calling. They've been calling.
Well, you know what? They can't stop what's about to happen. They
And
can't interfere anymore. It's already whatever is going to happen is already in motion. So it is what it is.
it's all gonna be behind her.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you
that's
for
it.
coming up, Kimmy B.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hey, Goldie girl.
Hey, lady, what going on?
Nothing much.
You know, this got me really irritated, right?
I know. I hear it in your voice.
So I'm just gonna say this, right? And I'm gonna leave it where it's at. I don't care nothing about Blue getting out, whatever, him, Jaden, none of them. I don't care about none of that. I just want to know if put this money up for this girl, if they gonna release her. That's all.
If they put the money up for who?
For Krishan.
Well, that would be up to Oklahoma. Those are the fees that she has to pay. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out. I don't even want to really make a prediction on that because I don't know. And Oklahoma does seem to be about money, but it also seems like they don't play. They are a red state.
Well, I
Um,
do know.
Ray made a very good point of saying they don't want that type of publicity with them, but
I do know though, because like I was on parole coming up out of Denver, Colorado. Came back to California, some things happened. Go back to jail. They made me sit, but now at the time they made me sit until they come get me.
mhm,
It wasn't during the time of all this here computer stuff and all of it. This been years and years ago.
okay.
So they only had them 15 days to come. When they come,
Mm.
when they came and got me, they can't. I'm getting dressed. I'm ready to bounce out. It's day 15, 3:15 in the afternoon. Here they come.
Well, I mean, hopefully they can work it out. I mean, I know that it's not going. I know that it's already there. The hold is already there, but
Right.
hopefully things can get worked out. I mean, it's a hope, but the reality of the situation is they do have that hold. So we have no idea what they're gonna do until they do. Excuse me, until they do it.
I get it. I get it.
All right, Goldie.
I just want her and the baby to be together, and I really hope. And Lord, forgive me for saying this out loud, but I'm gonna say it out loud because this is my feelings. I do hope she get out and her and the baby go about their business, and that boy sit in there for them 5 years of parole violation. And I know that's wrong. I shouldn't have that kind of heart, but I do, because I watched what he did to that girl.
Right. Well, thank you for coming up, Goldie.
You're welcome,
I
sweetie.
will see you next time.
And I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
send you this video I just made for her too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Jackson J's mommy. Hey, girly.
Hey y'all, hey Henny Gang.
What you up to? What you got to say?
I am over here researching, okay? And I've been looking at this interstate probation. And the reason why I did this is because I've dealt with this before with a loved one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And typically what happens, and I was searching specifically in California because I'm not out there.
Right.
Typically what happens is it transfers from the original state to the state that you are now residing in. So with that being said, is it a possibility she might not get extradited back to Oklahoma since she is already on the interstate probation?
It is a possibility, but I don't know. I'm hoping that's what happens. That's why I keep saying I hope that they will work something out where she doesn't have to leave LA. I'm also
Right.
hoping that her days are counting and she just does the 30 days there in California and she doesn't have to go anywhere. That would be beneficial to everybody involved. The fact of the matter is we won't know until things actually get to moving and rolling, because
Right.
right now everything is being done behind the scenes. And if you notice with her paperwork, there's been a delay
They're being
in the
sneaky.
paperwork
Yeah.
getting put out.
They're purposely doing that because of the chaos last time. I know it is.
Mm-hmm.
We all know it is. But
Yeah,
the other thing I wanted to say, so other than her community service, which I believe that she would be able to fight that based on the fact that she is a new mom to a child under 1 and things are different. You know what I mean? Like there is
mm-hmm.
maternal time, right? So she could have gotten, she just didn't apply for it. I understand that, but she could still fight that in court. If this case that California picked up due to James Wright is dropped, she no longer has a probation violation, right?
Yeah, if they drop it,
Okay.
I
That's
mean, I would think that that's what would go
right.
on, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
the
then at
case is
that
no
point,
longer existing, so I
right. So
mean,
then the hold might get taken off. That might be what Smiley and all of them are saying with her getting out on the 28th because
oh yeah,
you know what
definitely.
I
Let me
mean?
say this. I'm not refuting anything that
No, no, no.
Smiley. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I'm just saying this for the public general. I'm not disputing or debating or debunking or any of that what Smiley and DJ Sky have said, because Smiley and DJ Sky were in court. They were in the building, so they
Right.
know exactly what's going on. I'm
Right.
just going off of paperwork. And
Absolutely.
this is what the
And that's what
paperwork
you
is reading. I wasn't there to hear things. I don't know what's being worked out, and they're being mum's the word. And shout out to them for that. I'm just giving you what we are able to see in the public. That's it. And I'm wishing that she doesn't go anywhere, that she does come home really quickly and return. And we're putting all that good energy out there, not the negative ones.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. That's all you can do. I mean, especially on this social media life. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Everybody gonna be coming after you if you give out anything more than what you can actually show on receipts. And that's what you're known for, Miss Queen of Receipts.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming up.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Chantel. You are
Hi,
on the stage. What's popping?
hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to say, first, I wanted to say that it's so good to see the few pages that I have seen that's been so positive for her. Like, I'm one of the older people
Mhm.
that's taking her on as like my internet niece or my internet daughter or whatever, watching her go through everything that she's been going through. So to see you and the stuff that you've been doing, like the prayer time, and I'm on your
My
lives
IG.
and stuff all the time. Everywhere you go, I'm there. I might not say too much, but
Mhm.
I'm there, and I just love it. I love seeing all of it. Um, I also wanted to say I agree 100% with Mr. Moan. Um, I'm glad that they caught up with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad because she said herself that she wasn't going to turn herself in. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for this not to be hanging over her head, and in order to shut up all the haters
Mhm.
and all the people that's just so against her, she has to deal with it head on.
Right.
And in order to do that, they had to get her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Nobody wants a mother away from their child, especially not a new child. Um, but she got to deal with it. And this is the only way that she was going to do it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like
Right.
being at a job and you know you need to quit, but you won't let it go. You know what I'm saying? So
Because
it's
you're so
like they going to
comfortable
have
there.
to,
Yeah.
right, they going to have to fire me. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Also, I would assume that always having to look over your shoulder is tiring.
Yes, definitely
Always
stressful.
wondering and worrying if they're coming, if they're
Uh-huh.
gonna come and get you today. Are they gonna come
Uh-huh.
get you from the football field? Are they gonna just
Uh-huh.
run up on you? Because you also got to remember, she was in Vegas when they ran down on Blueface out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
So,
Uh-huh.
she was on baddies and they ran down on her out of nowhere. So
Right.
it's like, looking over your shoulder, not being able to breathe freely. Um,
Yeah, all of that. And then you know
I bet
what?
you she slept hard that first night that she was in there.
And you know what else? Like, I was sitting back and I was just thinking with all the stuff that like Blueface was doing, like giving her a curfew, saying you need to be here, like don't go here, don't do this. I feel like I really feel like Blueface loves her. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the stuff that he was doing, yeah, he is insecure. We all know that. But I feel like he also has her best interest at heart. He knows what she's going through. He knows what's going on, and he did those things for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, us older people, like, we look more into stuff than the younger people do. I feel like, and I feel like he did all that for a reason, so this wouldn't happen, but it had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't run from it forever. You got to just deal with it head on, take it, deal with it, get it out the way, and then you and your baby can be happy. You, your baby, and your man, or you and your baby and whoever. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You can be happy and just get on with your life.
Absolutely.
Get a haters a slap in their face.
Well, thank you for coming up, Chantel.
Hmm.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Sheeta girl, what's popping?
Hey, so hey, in the game. I'm in the grocery store, so sorry about that.
Uh
Um, no worries. This is probably the free time I can talk.
oh.
Uh,
Okay.
so my view on all this, I mean, I live in
Hmm.
Michigan, and I have to deal with Oakland County, which is the richest suburb in our state, and they do show grace when it comes to you got a paying job and you got children that you got to think of.
Hmm.
So they will reduce or put you back on a probation as long as you do what you have to do. I'm thinking Oklahoma gonna do the same for her. I'm hoping where she doesn't sit in nobody's jail for too long, and also she doesn't have to go move into the state. How are you gonna make somebody move to a state that you don't live in? That's how I feel.
Right.
So I'm hoping for grace because she got an infant.
Same.
She's not, I mean, she's not a hardened criminal
Mm-mm.
at all. You know, she made some mistakes. We all made mistakes. Some of us
Exactly.
have never been caught.
Right. 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 Well, thank
So,
you. Oh, I thought you were
yeah.
done. Go
Oh
ahead,
no,
Sheeta.
I'm
Finish
done.
your
I'm
thought.
done.
Finish your
No,
thought.
oh no, I'm just repeating what I'm about to say. So I just think that hopefully I'm praying that she can get back to Junior as soon as possible, because that is
Absolutely.
heartbreaking.
Yes, it is. I absolutely
Yes,
agree with you. We all want to see her back with Junior ASAP.
yes. But
All right. Well,
I'm
thank
done.
you.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, Shell, and then I have T Baby. Hey Shell, what's popping?
Hello. Well, basically, I feel like she's going to Oklahoma, definitely. She has an absconding in a non-compliance because when she didn't do the community service or whatever, that gave her a non-compliance. So she got the
Mm.
non-compliance violation. Then she got the absconding.
The
That's like
absconding is
not
dropped.
reporting,
The
huh?
absconding is dropped. She doesn't have that anymore.
Okay, okay,
But she
it's
does have
dropped
the
because they have
non-compliance still. Yeah.
okay, but the absconding is only dropped because they have her in custody. Because first they had the absconding, and then on top of that, she has a new case. So it's no getting off and up under going to Oklahoma. Definitely, she's going there, but hopefully they don't give her too much time for the what is his name, the white guy,
James.
whatever.
Oh, what white guy?
What's his name? The
I don't
guy
know
she hit in
what
the face. What's his
allegedly.
name? Okay, allegedly. What's his name?
James.
James. Okay. So hopefully she doesn't get too much time for James because I'm pretty sure if the state picked it up, they had to have evidence to pick it up or they would have dropped it. So
Well, it looks like
hopefully
they're
she
dropping
doesn't
it.
get, huh?
It does look like they're dropping it. There was a continuation to today. And, it does look like there's a possibility they may drop it. There's inconsistencies in the reports and everything. Did you read the reports for the James case?
No, but it all depends on the pictures too. Because if they got pictures and video footage and all of that of him, I mean, he went to the hospital. So they have the hospital reports. They got the pictures of his face. They got dental reports. The state wouldn't have even picked it up if it wasn't the case.
Is there anything else that you want to say?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it. Bye bye.
Thank you. The bar is closed, moderators. ASAP. The bar is closed. Okay. Next we got T Baby. Hey T Baby.
Hey, Henny, you remember me?
Hey Bookie. I
Hey.
remember you.
Okay. I was finna say something. Damn. Okay, what the other girl lady said? Okay, they don't have no video footage of James getting hit. It could be anything. He could have fell on the ground, the concrete, and tripped his tooth. Got hit his nose on the floor, some shit like that. Like
All
at
they
this
got is the
point,
video of his nose bleeding. That's all they
right?
showed us. So that
At
could
this
be
point.
anything.
And then also, I just to add on to what somebody else said when before they got on the live, and I'm gonna let you go. Um, I do believe that she needed to this to happen so she could stop running for it because I would have just turned myself in and did the 30 days and popped right back
Mm-hmm.
out like nothing ever happened. She could have did it silent. She could have did it anyway, but she decided
Honestly, I would have did my 120 hours in community service.
that too. I would have did
I'm
it.
just saying, but
Me
I
too.
would have also been like, oh no, I'm gonna go do my 30 days and sit down for a second because like, but I am glad too that this is over because I know she was exhausted. I know she missed her son, but I'm quite sure like she probably just crashed from being exhausted mentally. Just I can't imagine always looking over my shoulder.
Yeah, and then one more thing, and I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, about the blue thing too. Y'all don't. I know y'all don't like blue. Some people don't like blue, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, and I'm just gonna keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all might not like blue, but blue been trying to help this girl from the get go. When he told her not to go on baddies, he said something was going to happen bad. It did. she got charges brought against her when she told people that Zeus didn't really fuck with her for real.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it came out to be true. He been trying to help this girl the whole time, but she just decided not to listen to him. So she just got to figure it out on her own. And I just pray Oklahoma have mercy on her soul and just let her do the little 30 days or 60 days. How many days they gonna give her so she could come back home to Junior?
I'm hoping they only give her the 30, and I'm hoping that with all of this that's going on, that they just look at it and let her do the rest of the 30 days, because technically that's what the warrant was for, the 30 days.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
So,
thank you for coming up, T. You're welcome to come up anytime.
okay.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. All right, Selena. I don't think this is the Selena we know.
Hey,
This is a different Selena, but
no,
welcome.
no, no, Henny, you're correct. Henny,
Yes, ma'am.
you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
It's too many people on this live, Henny. It's not what I'm used to, okay? It's not what I'm used to.
Listen,
I
listen.
want to say what I want to
We
say, but I
back.
can't
We
say
back
too much.
popping. I'm saying.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you the tea because only you know the tea. You know, because I've been here since what? I subscribed back in September of 2023.
Hmm.
And I've been with you since then. And you know, I only hopped on here once ever if before. I don't know if you remember the live. I remember the live we were talking about the Woe Vicky Chrisean thing with Taseki, because nobody
Yes.
really understood why Chrisean didn't like Woe Vicky.
Right.
Now I broke down the Woe Vicky thing and how she was a fake Christian, and no one understood why I said that because of boot gang,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Now, you didn't want to go into that rabbit hole just at that moment, but I remember
Right.
bringing it up to you, and you said you were going to do your research and you were going to go over it, and I remember discussing that briefly with you.
Hmm. I did a little
So,
digging in it. I didn't go too deep, but did a little digging and I seen what you was
yeah,
talking about.
okay.
Okay. I seen it.
So, I haven't been on here watching your lives in quite a while,
Hmm.
just because of the Krishan smear campaign, right? Because Krishan was having a bunch of hate, and I was defending her behind the scenes because for the people that don't know, my name is not actually Selena, but I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah,
Okay.
leave it at that. Leave it at that. Keep
So
you know.
now I have been through a lot. I've been a bottle server in Miami, so I've seen
Hmm.
it all. When I say I've seen it all, as regards to the industry, I've seen it all. And
I believe you.
I am away from that. I am, I've been in the psych ward, I've been, in therapy, I've been getting help. So I can finally kind of like help and protect other women and children now.
Hmm.
So I appreciated your page a lot just because I didn't know what I was going through was actually DV. I didn't know it was actually like a bad thing, and there's a lot of women that suffer from it. I'm not gonna get too emotional. I'm gonna get back to the tea,
Hmm.
but I didn't know. So you really helped me on healing and how to find spiritual healing within DV, and made me just break down my past and why I am the way I am. So I do appreciate you for that, Henny. Y'all don't understand how amazing this woman is right here, but she gives a damn. Okay, if nobody else gives a damn, y'all, Hennessy reviews, Hennessy reviews gives a damn. Okay,
Thank you.
that girl Henny gives a damn. Everybody that's associated with her gives a damn. So if you think you're not going to be heard, if you join up, if you want to talk to like somebody and share your story that you think is going to be misconstrued and it's going to be no. If you should give anybody a platform, it is Hennessy. Okay.
You about to make me cry, girl. Don't you do
Girl,
that
I'm
on
for
this
real.
channel.
No, I just want to. This is a quick disclaimer, just because you don't understand how much you really helped me while I was getting. Because I'm a senior in nursing school now, so I'm finishing
Oh,
up my nurse. Yeah, yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you. So that's a lot, and you don't understand how it meant to be, like how much it meant to you for to go hours like on live for like 8 hours straight or like 10 hours straight sometimes, and nobody understood why I was always on there, but you got me through because I had nobody else, literally. And
Oh,
then it felt like
wow.
a community when you would say your what's poppins and your yours, like it just felt good to be seen, you know.
Yeah.
So for I never really spoke on the stuff that I seen in my life, but for your platform, I felt comfortable to kind
Hmm.
of briefly touch on it. But everything you've said so far has not been a lie. It may have been a alleged accusation, but
Mm-hmm.
it was far from a lie. Okay, you might tell a couple jokes, but you'll never tell a lie.
Thank
And
you.
when the whole thing came out with Cassie, it opened
Mm-hmm.
up a bunch of doors because I witnessed Diddy's downfall back in 2022. I saw
Wow.
when Tusi hit the Miami streets like crack in the 80s. I
Mm-hmm.
saw that pink cocaine everywhere. On every yacht party I was invited to, at every mansion party I was invited to, at every club event, every section I was in, Tusi was there, and you didn't really know where it was coming from because it was like we've never heard of it.
Right.
So when that whole thing with Young Miami came out and Diddy, I saw that coming because when you saw Carisha's young ass with Diddy, it didn't make sense. Everyone knew that. Everyone my
Right.
age knew that,
Right.
and it was crazy how it was in front of everyone's faces and everyone kind of turned a blind eye. But that's usually how it goes with situations like that's involved with him and
Right.
Ellen and people that I'm not going to bring up before it gets too hot. But stuff like that, people should kind of get a feeling that something's not right.
Right.
Now, when it came to the Cassie document and the freak offs, like I saw that firsthand because I used to have. So people don't understand, but celebrities have a thing where they don't have a real page. Like they have a fake page where they post all their business.
Right.
And to be in that page, you have to be somebody that either knows them or knows a friend of a friend to get into that page. So I was in every of the celebrities like fake page. I was in it. Trust me, y'all. You're a celeb.
Wow.
I was in it. Now, they posted all of their business on their pages, and I kept my mouth shut. And I remember seeing these two sex workers from Toronto all the time. One was Asian, one was a white girl, and she would always post that she was with Diddy's sons. And you never really understood why this little Toronto girl was with Diddy's sons, because I remember she used to always say how she wished she could stay in Cali longer, but she can't stay in Cali too long because people are threatening to deport her because she didn't have papers. So then you'd be like, who's threatening to deport you? And I found out that she was getting pimped out, but she would never say by who. So
Right.
then when you kind of put two and two together, it's like, okay, keep your mouth closed. Like everyone that speaks out against that man, something happens. So like the word in the streets of Miami was, you see something that's connected to Diddy, you don't say you keep your mouth closed because he's bad, he's dangerous.
Well, that's kind of
So
how it was here in New York too.
yeah, and I didn't understand because I'm just 21, I grew up, not really into the media, but you hear certain things from the OGs and the aunties, and you read comments online nowadays, and people have their own stories about what was going on in the media at the time. And you hear these horror stories like what happened with J-Lo and Diddy, and what happened with Shine, and, what happened with Biggie and Tupac. It's like a whole rabbit hole that I can get into a whole nother day, but it's deep, right? And I educated myself on it, and I became socially aware.
Mm-hmm.
And there's modern day ditties. Like Drake is a whole nother thing.
Well, you are giving
Too
a,
much. So
a
I'm gonna
lot of
stop.
good information. No,
Yeah.
I don't really want you to stop, but I do know that, you know, I want you to come back up here if you feel comfortable enough to talk about
Yeah.
this.
Another time, if you ever want me to come up here, just give me the signal and I'll figure out a way.
Absolutely. I definitely want you to come back up here because there's still caseloads I haven't gone through because this has kind of been all consuming. I do go into these types of topics, and you guys know I explore different topics and talk about real life stuff. But this topic right here is what this is
Yeah,
a
this is current.
Chrisean based page. So,
Yeah.
that's the basis of it. So I don't want you to stop because I don't, but I want to kind of keep it on topic a little bit. But
Yeah, no, no, no. Of course. I just
do
wanted
you
to
have
say
any
my two
input
cents.
on this
Yeah, so
situation?
with the Krishan situation, I do
Mhm.
want to say I don't know who these bloggers are that's really putting trash on, your name, Zio's name, Selena's name, Kiki's name,
Right,
because, he doesn't really know Krishan's situation like, your page does and your supporters do. And,
right,
Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate, and any other blog page. I'm going to call y'all back. Like the people that you actually are in contact with almost every day, reporting this type of material. So Krishan like the back of your hand.
Hmm.
So the fact
Well, I
that
don't know her,
no,
but
not
I
like
know a
that,
lot
but like
about her. Yeah, like.
yeah, sorry, the situations that she has, like the live when Blueface woke up Marsh in the middle of the night and grabbed the baby.
Hmm.
Like that was a scary live. I remember being there. And a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just see all the bad stuff that happens with her name, and they don't really see what happens behind the scenes. Like the
Right.
whole I can't say that word, but the H word,
Humiliation.
yes, ritual that they did with Tamar and Krishan. Like no one knows that what happened that day besides the people that were on the live that saw Tamar begging Krishan to come out there.
Right.
Um, and it all turned downhill. So for her to have got picked up at the courthouse, obviously we kind of, as fans, we kind of saw it coming, just
Hmm.
because we did know she had warrants and we did know that she was going to support Blue throughout whatever he had going on. So of course, if he had a court date, she was going to show up with the baby, and it was unfortunate for her to get arrested. But thank God that the baby was left with people that actually care about him. Like Marsh and Kiki and people that played football with Krishan, and I was actually there through her whole rebranding and time away from Blueface. That meant a lot, because instead of being left with her two grandparents, with the two grandparents that don't actually give a damn for real,
Hmm. Right.
the Junior was left with Marsh, and we know Marsh would beat a nigga ass behind Junior. So I appreciated that. And whatever they're saying that's talking smack, pictures, no pictures were taken, I'm sure. If y'all want to talk about pictures, why did Blue expose Junior? But okay. And that's all I have to say on that. And y'all have a great rest of y'all's
Selena,
afternoon,
hit me on the
evening.
back end definitely so we could try to get you back
Yeah,
up.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, I
definitely.
DM'd you on Instagram. So whenever you get
Okay.
off here, you can see it. But yeah, thank
Okay.
y'all for y'all's time
Thank
and
you for coming
bye.
up.
Mhm.
Okay. Latanya, what's popping?
What's up, Penny girl?
So what do you have to say about all of this? Because I know
I
you got something to say about all of this.
girl, I just want to say keep it 100 like you've been keeping it 100. I've been watching you girl since you started when your numbers was low and they up now. And I
Okay.
just want to tell you, I want to give you big props, girl. And you know what? These folks gonna always hate on the real people. You know what I mean? They're gonna always hate on you, but don't worry about it. But Chrisean, let me tell you about Chrisean. Chrisean is gonna Oklahoma not gonna pick her up. That is what
Okay.
all the movement you're seeing on there is all the movement with them talking to LA about what about her paying those fines and about her doing those 30 days. When she
Right.
complete that 30 days in LA time is different than
But see,
a
that's
whole
what I
30 days.
didn't want to say, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm kind of thinking because it's like
yeah,
every time, like from the moment that they picked her up, it's
yeah,
been movement on
yeah.
the DA and the arresting agency.
They're
The DA,
talking. They're
they're going
talking.
back and forth, so they're adding stuff to the file. We can't see what they're
Right,
doing,
right.
but
They're
they're
talking.
doing
They're
something
communicating.
behind the scenes. So I
Right.
that's why I'm just like, I just hope that that's what it is. I didn't want to say it out loud,
I
but
know
you
who it
said
is.
it out loud, so
Yeah,
I'm
yes, I'm gonna
commenting.
say it so you don't have to say it so they don't say you lying. Say I'm lying. But that's what's happening. Okay, because you know they'll do that. But I
Yeah,
just
they
want to tell you
will.
that keep riding for Krishan, and I want everybody on your live to know that Krishan is going to get out. Don't worry, she's not going to go to Oklahoma and do no time. They are negotiating the time that she's doing those 30 days, but she will have to pay those fines before she get out. So once she do that, Krishan will get out. And I just want to tell you, everybody, hey, Cat Eyes, I love her too. And I just want you guys all to know that let's keep a smile on our face, keep praying that Krishan will be out before we know it. And Henny, keep riding, keep being 100. Girl, I love you.
I love you as well. Thank
All
you.
right, bye bye.
All right, y'all. So I appreciate everybody who came up on the panel. I'm going to give y'all my final 1-2 on this. At the end of the day, there is still movement going on. This case is not over. There will still be more movement happening tomorrow. I will do my best to keep up with everything that I can and give you what you want, which is the information and the 411 on what is going on. If you are wondering why I am not on my IG anymore, it's because I'm dedicating myself to my YouTube channel because this is my home, this is my dojo, and this is where I belong. So I will be making posts to my community wall. I will be making reels, and as soon as I get a little rhythm going with Hennessy reviews. I will be back over at the Circus Press Box as well. So you guys, if you're not following that channel, please be sure to follow that channel as well, so I can give you a little more content. And just so you know, I will be doing a whole recap of everything that happened with court on the Circus Press Box sometime this weekend. Okay. And remember, I work Saturday and Sunday, so you will not. Nah, I ain't gonna say you will not, because I'm probably gonna just take my pewter with me to work, and we gonna be sitting there with the background and all of that at work, just missing the mic. Okay, because I gotta give y'all what y'all asking for. But either way, remember that love is always love, y'all, and it will never return unto you void. And I love all of you. Thank you for all of the support. Let me just run through all of this. Welcome to the membership. I'm gonna call y'all back. Yes. Felicia, congratulations on the 5 months. These fees are ridiculous. Yes, those fees were definitely out of hand. Thank you, Tiffany, for the super sticker. CJ, 5 months. Congratulations. Okay, CJ, thank you for the super sticker. Mercy, thank you for the super sticker. Rochelle, thank you for the super chat. You are very welcome for the update. Yes, Jacqueline, thank you for the super chat. The mods were on it tonight. They are in here heavy on the Henny hitters. All right. Kimmy B, love is love. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for sticking in and tapping in and tuning in with me at the bar, because you didn't have to be here with me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here. And I appreciate you. Thanks to the replay gang. And I will see y'all in the next video. When y'all rest well. Peace, y'all.